Horror Lies.
Oh, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Body Bags. I'm MikeyFish Horror. I'm your Friday host. Yeah, dudes, as you can see, I've been working on my room. Still not done. This is all I got up, so it's pretty tight, though. But, let's do this. Let's do Begotten. Yeah, dudes. I don't know if anyone's done this yet, but I'm going to do it. This is a boot. Don't think I'm that cool to actually own a copy of this. My buddy ended up making it for me. So, I'm kind of a poser. But whatever, man. It's too expensive and it's hard to find, so whatever. I just wanted a cool little... I wanted it, okay? So anyways, this movie, I'll try and talk about it. It's about... It starts off with, this figure. And this figure's kind of not contorting, but it looks like he's having a temper tantrum, kind of. It starts off in this house. He's by himself. He's sitting in this chair in this corner. And he's, doing these weird movements and stuff. And he has this weird mask on, blood coming out of his mask. It's in black and white, obviously. Actually, that's the thing right there. And man, apparently that's supposed to be God, right? This is what I've read up on and stuff. Apparently that's supposed to be God. And he ends up killing himself, and when he does, he births Mother Earth, right? So now Mother Earth comes out, and Mother Earth decides to have her way with God's corpse. Ends up ejaculating all over her body. She puts that into herself and ends up birthing mankind, I do believe. That's what I read up on. So from that's pretty much what I read up on. After that, the body of the son, I guess, is being tortured and drug out throughout the world and shit. I didn't really read much on that. My guess is that it's kind of just showing how much mankind has suffered, I guess. I don't know if that's true. That's just kind of what I got from it. It's just a very, mankind has suffered throughout the years and whatnot. He ends up being killed. And she ends up, Mother Earth ends up bringing him back. And when she does bring him back, after that, she gets raped, which I kind of thought, maybe that's, man kind of, taking advantage of the world and whatnot and raping of all of its, all the good things, basically. I don't know if that's true. It's kind of what I got from it. But, that's pretty much what I got from it. My thoughts on this film, it's weird. It's very weird. It's definitely, I see why it's on a ton of people's, top, disturbing films. It definitely is. I would put it in there, too, for the first 15 minutes. The first 15 minutes really got me, really creepy. Some of the most creepy imagery I've ever seen in my life, especially this thing. God, terrifying. That is scary. That is some imagery that I cannot get out of my head to this day. If I'm glad I didn't see this as a kid, because if I did, it would have fucked me up bad. It still did as an adult, and so it just shows how, that part was so sick. Just how it's moving, the way it looks, the blood, just the black and white. It's more black and white than a black and white film. It's literally just black and white, no grays or anything. So it just made it look super ominous and creepy, just very creepy. After that first 15 minutes, though, the movie drags like a mother flipper, and it gets really boring. It really does. It's definitely its own type of movie. It's definitely art in a way. It was just boring to me. I felt like the first 15 minutes were a huge payoff, and I was really hoping that the rest of the movie would be like that, but it wasn't. To me, I mean, it could be to anyone. I mean, art's weird, you know what I mean? It's very art housey. I could see people that, just love, artsy films, might love this film. The cinematography is whatever. I mean, it's not, crazy, but it is creepy for what it is. It's just how it's made is very weird. And there's no talking in it. It's all, just sounds and whatnot. I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone's heard of this one. If you like horror movies and if you're really into horror movies, you've more than likely heard of this film. But yeah, I wouldn't say pay I wouldn't say pay the super expensive amounts that it goes for. But if you can find it for pretty cheap, do it. Unless you just want it for that oddity in your collection. Me, I'm fine with the boot for now. If I find it for cheaper, an actual copy, I'm gonna pick it up. But I'm fine with a boot for now. I don't have many boots, but this one's, it's cool. It's a weird one. I felt like after watching this, I was going to get a phone call saying that I was going to die. So, that's cool. I mean, I say if you do watch this, I say do it alone. Don't watch it with anybody. Watch it at night. with the lights out, because I know most films are better that way, but I'm just saying, like, this one would definitely benefit from that if you want to get into that, like, if you want to get into that mood of just actually scaring yourself. I think that's the way you got to watch this film. You could watch it with other people afterwards, but don't, like, I'd say the first time you ever check this out, just watch it by yourself, because you got to get in that lore of just, like, you just got to fall into that weird, you know what I'm talking about. If you're a horror fan, you actually want to be scared. Sometimes you just got to do things like that. You got to put yourself in that situation, and you got to make your atmosphere around you perfect. I say do that with this film. It's a lot of fun for the first 15 minutes. I know that sounds terrible, and it's a pretty long film. So, you know, it was rough to get through the whole thing, but man, I could just watch the first 15 minutes and be happy. I would throw this in and just check that part out again, just to get my fix, I guess, you know what I mean? If I had to rate this film, it's kind of hard to rate, but if I had to, probably like a 4.5 out of 10. Like, seriously, it's not all that. But it is cool to own well, kind of own. And that first 15 minutes definitely gives it its points. If the whole movie was like that, if the whole movie was like that first 15 minutes, it doesn't have to talk. Like, there doesn't have to be any, like, words in the movie. That's fine. But if it was as creepy as that beginning, this movie would be pretty high up there. Like, this would be a really high-ranked film, but it's... I see how people would put it on the most disturbing list just for that beginning, but other than that, the movie's like, whatever. And if you don't like me for not understanding the art behind it, I mean, that's okay. Everyone interprets it differently, so it's fine. But anyways, definitely check it out if you haven't. It's definitely worth watching once. I haven't watched it many times since, so just check it out if you want to. Hell yeah, guys. Anyways, I'm MikeyFish, and I'll see you next Friday. Later, dudes.